we do not live in an age where computers is a career choice. It is now a requirement. There are very few aspects of anyone's job nowadays that doesn't involve computers. Whether that be office work, warehouse work, everything is driven by technology. Can you get into it? Absolutely. Do you see yourself in a career specifically about computers? Maybe. That all depends on your age, but maybe not. More so your willingness. There are many services or sources out there that you can learn computers. My go-to is lynda.com. Many folks provide tons of information out there on YouTube, which obviously is free and open for everyone to explore. Then there's books. There are people that want to go old school and just read pages, print stuff out, bookmark stuff, and just kind of go over it at their own pace. And obviously there's school. Do you want to go back to school and get your computer degree? That depends on you as a person, but it may not be necessary. A+ certification from CompTIA has been in existence for a very long time. But sometimes the start is just to kind of get your hands on it, get your hands on a computer. If tearing these things apart is your thing, find a junk computer. Go to your IT department at your job and say, hey, give me an old computer. I want to play around with it. I don't care if it works. At least get something that's as close as usable as possible. Something that you can take parts out, maybe add parts in, and eventually get it to come on. You want to test how to install hard drives, understand the most bare bone basic when it comes to computers, how they function, why they function, what components it takes to make them function. And you'll be on your way to learning how to do these things. Obviously there's other aspects. There's networking. That's a whole nother ball game. All right, I'll certainly go into another video in depth on that. There's web design. I do a little bit of web design. That can certainly be interesting. Nowadays, you can either program, which a lot of people don't. And when I say program, I mean web programming. There are various different languages that are specific to web development, PHP being one of the more popular. And that really comes down to still knowing the basics. You have to know hosting. And what is hosting? It's a computer server that's sitting somewhere where you have to put resources, you have to put files, you have to manipulate those files, you have to put code. You really need to understand how the World Wide Web essentially works in order to publish a website, design a website, and secure a website, and make sure that a website is accessible, functional, and practical for the average person to use.